You're tuned in to Voiced Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast, a forum where we discuss and explore society-based topics while advocating and providing information and resources to the community through an unscripted, unfiltered, and authentic approach. Listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. Watch us on YouTube. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on social media, Instagram, TikTok, and Facebook at Voiced Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast, your society-based channel. Welcome to another episode of Voiced Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast. I'm your host, and my name is Danette Mahabeer-Turner. And today we have an amazing episode lined up just for you. But before that, allow me to take the opportunity to highlight the sponsors of episode 5, or title sponsor, Exit Realty Key Group. Thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Western Kentucky? Their team is known for professionalism, heart, and getting results. Exit Realty Key Group is passionate about serving their community and helping clients make confident moves in every season of life. Follow them today on Facebook at Exit Realty Key Group to see listings, tips, and local highlights. Exit Realty Key Group, where relationships matter as much as real estate. And our episode sponsor, Avilis's Dreams to Reality, proudly serving Western Kentucky. If you're looking for quality craftsmanship you can trust, they specialize in windows, siding, doors, flooring, painting, and full-service general contracting for both residential and commercial properties. Whether you're upgrading your home or improving your business space, their team is committed to delivering results that last. Built on dreams, backed by quality. Call them today at 270-557-5240 or follow them on Facebook at Avilis's Dreams to Reality to get started today. Remember, you can watch us on YouTube, listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Apple Music. And be sure to follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, as well as join our Facebook group, Voice Thoughts, Talk Show, and Podcast. And the moment you guys have all been waiting for, Season 5, Episode 5, our topic today, Reclaiming Sacred Feminine Power. And our special guest is none other than Amber Dawn. Welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you so much. It's a real pleasure to be here.
I'm so happy when I reached out to you that you accepted my invitation to be on Voice Thoughts.
Yeah.
This is a safe space and it's a society-based platform. So we talk about all the things, all the uncomfortable conversations that nobody really wants to talk about. And so I'm the brave gal that does that.
I love that so much.
So this topic, right? We have this beautiful topic, reclaiming sacred feminine power. And for a lot of people, you know, it really might be a broad topic, but this topic really intrigued me because it sparked, you know, like identity or speaks identity, creativity and healing for women. So let's start there. My first question for you, when we hear the phrase sacred feminine power, it can mean different things to different people. So in your own words, what does reclaiming sacred feminine power really mean?
Oh, girl, that is such a powerful question because you're right. Across cultures, we kind of derive our own storyline for women, but really it is about centering into one's ownness, into yourself. And that's why I like to use the phrase that this is a movement for the womb owners, because there is so much power in that. And no matter what cultural background, there is that womb essence amongst all of the womb bearers. And it's really about returning to the power that lies within, because we're portals, you know? And unless we dive deep with each other in our own personal stories, we forget that power. And that's what we have to reclaim. So it's really more of a remembering than like a fresh beginning, you know?
Yeah, I love that. And so why do you feel that this conversation is important in today's society, especially for women right now?
Oh, girl.
I'm digging it all up, I tell you.
I know, we can make a whole thing about this one topic.
You know, that's why we call it Voice Thoughts. I know you got the thoughts.
Oh,
we're going to air them right here.
Yes, absolutely.
Yes.
You know, we are saturated, and we have been for eons now, in such a patriarchal-based society. And the matriarch has been made to be the homemaker, the child caregiver, now we're in the era of the girl boss, the hustle and the grind, and that's where your place is. And we have separated ourselves from that role of matriarchy that steps forward and says, no, there is balance between those worlds, and I think over the past year, that's where my power has come from. It's the reclamation and the remembering of all of the stages and ages of myself that create who this existence is. And there is so much beauty in the woman who walks in that truth. You are whole and you can own. And that's that matriarchal balance that says we can coexist and work together, not make each other feel lesser and in a box.
I love that. Yeah. Wow, give me chills, girl. I mean, it's a bright day outside and I'm getting chills inside here, y'all. So thank you again. So what experiences in your own life led you to explore this idea of feminine power and healing?
Oh, girl, that's so deep. It really begins, we're talking about the matriarchy. So for me, it definitely begins with the mother. I had a substantial mother wound, and that's a topic I can go pretty deep on. But again, there's that thread, because every woman conversation that I have had, there's a mother wound, there's a father wound, and it goes back to the generations before them. And so there are woundings that are being passed down and through, and we just keep carrying them on and on. And this is the time to break that. We have to stop. We have to be the ones to say, there's a better way. And so from my mother wound, then I can move through that and say, in a manner of sense, and I guess it depends on, your view of time, but in an essence, I'm healing the wound that she carried as well. And that is so important. And, it echoes through my relationships with men that echoed both of those woundings, the mother and the father. And then I'm a mother. And so I have to realize that, wow, there are parts of me, essences of me that pass that on to them. And now it's my job to be the undoing of that, the unraveling, and start the rethreading.
Wow, that is so powerful. Thank you so much for sharing that.
Yeah.
And so you've created the Wild Woman Rise, the photography project.
Yes.
What inspired this project and how does it connect to reclaiming feminine power?
Okay. So for a long time, I dabbled in the boudoir scene for women and empowerment through that girl boss energy, that sexy cat vibe, and there is a place for that. There is no shame in the corners that do bring empowerment from that, because I have seen women blossom from that for sure, but there's something deeper. And that's what I was hungry for. I didn't want to just feed the need for lust, satisfaction. I wanted something deeper to come from these sessions. And so Wild Woman Rise is that reclaiming, remembering, and rethreading. We will start photo sessions as we are right now, in this time, in this moment, as soon as you walk in the door. And then I want there to be a process of somatic movement, of sound, of breathing, of movement, to really connect to who the core of these womb owners are and photograph that process and then capture who they are at the end of that. Because there is more power than I can ever explain, because that's literally the journey that I've been on myself. And the ownership of who we are. Oh my goodness.
Tapping into.
Oh my goodness. And the ancestral lineage. Because while we do carry the pain and the trauma forward, there is also power that lies underneath.
I believe it.
Oh, girl. Yes. I mean, the African women. Listen, the most powerful I feel is when women have connected with those tribal, earth, muddy, gritty roots. That is a sisterhood like none other. And then they just awaken it within too, Oh,
Love that. So, wow.
Yeah.
Yes. So we'll be on the lookout for Wild Woman Rise
Yes.
photography project. Yes. Many women struggle with identity, expectations, and self-worth. How can reconnecting with their inner power help them navigate those pressures?
It's one of my biggest passions, and it's for men too. And I can't speak from the male perspective because womb ownership, but I see them. They have been just as damaged, if not the cornerstone of the patriarchy, you know, and they have lost themselves, that true strength, but also that softness that they should be able to rest and release into. And so to be able to speak to the masculine and the feminine and say, you do not have to tick all the boxes. You do not have to fit into a certain box. You do not have to have a label. You have to return here. This is home. And whatever mother or father wound or generational wound that exists, to be able to say, I exist even in spite of, because of that, and that wasn't what I deserved. So I have to bring here what I deserve to have. And that's across.
Ooh, that's so much healing to be done.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
In your own view, how does empowering women also impact families, children, and community?
If the mother is sick, the family will die. I've seen it happen over and over again. And there are echoes of it in my own family, where it wasn't until my mother's passing last year that we realized how many wounds had just been left gaping for decades. And then to be able to sit down with each other openly and discuss that wounding, that is something that in a perfect world would have happened a very long time ago. And so if we start with the mother and we say, we see you, we hear you, you deserve a community, you deserve a village, you deserve to know your worth from the moment you are born, for man or woman. And that is the healing point. And from there, the community heals if that is the mindset.
I love that. I love that perspective that you mentioned. You know, the mother is sick.
Yeah.
Everybody dies.
Yes.
Because mothers are natural nurturers. You know? So
exactly.
Thank you for sharing
But
that.
if they don't feel nurtured, if they don't know what that is, how can they give it authentically, right? So then when you bring that focus in and say, oh, I deserve to be nurtured, I deserve to be held and cherished, then it's so much easier to just pour that out.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. Deep. So you believe the arts play a powerful role in healing and empowerment. How can creative expression help women reconnect with their voice and identity?
Yes, absolutely. So a little bit of a backstory for me. My degree is in performing arts. It's been in my blood since I was a kid, you know, and I loved then the point of view that I can get on stage and I can be anyone. I can put on any mask, I can put on any costume and become someone. But that's not the authenticity, right? So now I'm able to transition that same concept, but reworking it from the inside out, because body movement, music, singing, yelling, poetry, all of that is going to help purge and release even those generations behind us, right? We're going to purge all of that up and out of our system. And when we are using our voice and our body to make a difference, to not hold back, we're going to inspire. And now we're sharing so much more than just a performance. It's not just a stage. It's so much more.
My. So if a woman listening today feels disconnected from her own power, what is one small step she should take or could take to begin that reclaiming process?
This is such a now term, but really, sis, you got to touch grass. And, you know, in the most simple context, it's removing yourself as much as you can from the noise and sit here. No blue light, no sound. If you have to be in your car, be in your car. But breathe and come into here, because there are so many versions of us from whatever age we are now all the way down that are desperate to be heard. And unless we can sit with them and listen to them without judgment, then we're going to keep cycling through all of the negative space. And we just need to bring it home.
Wow. What message would you like to leave? Do you hope that women listening to this episode to take away from it, as well as the Wild Woman Rise movement?
Mm-hmm. My greatest words would be that, wild woman, it is time to rise. You are so much more than any label that could ever be placed upon you. You are power, you are strength, you are wisdom, and you carry so much light and potential for those around you. And we have to have moments where we sit together with other sisters and tell those stories and let them be heard.
Wow. I think I would have sit here for another hour with you, Amber. But I want to say thank you so much for taking up the challenge, taking that baton when it was handed to you to educate, to inform, and to be a guest on Voice Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast. Thank you so much again.
Thank you so
I am
much.
looking out for this project.
Yes, girl. I want you in it. Are you kidding me? You got to be in it, girl.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Once again, thank you to our episode 5 sponsors. Our title sponsor, Exit Realty Key Group. Thinking about buying, selling, or investing in real estate in Western Kentucky? Their team is known for professionalism, heart, and getting results. Exit Realty Key Group is passionate about serving their community and helping clients make confident moves in every season of life. Follow them on Facebook, Exit Realty Key Group, to see listings, tips, and local highlights. Exit Realty Key Group, where relationships matter as much as real estate. Our episode sponsor, Avilis's Dreams to Reality. Proudly serving Western Kentucky. If you're looking for quality craftsmanship you can trust, they specialize in windows, siding, doors, flooring, painting, and full-service general contracting for both residential and commercial properties. So whether you are upgrading your home or improving your business space, their team is committed to delivering results that last. Built on dreams, backed by quality. Call 270-557-5240 and follow on Facebook at Avilis's Dreams to Reality to get started today. Again, you can watch us on YouTube. Be sure to listen on Spotify, iHeartRadio, Amazon Music, and Apple Music, and join our Facebook group. Follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok at Voice Thoughts Talk Show and Podcast. I have been your host. My name is Danette Mahabeer-Turner, and we will see you on the next episode. God bless.